Okay, so big new reveal for Grand Cathay where we're going to get a bunch of new troops and it looks like it's going to be a new battalion box as a reinforcement. So this is something that we're going to be seeing a lot lately because they've announced that for the Warriors of Chaos. So before anything, we should talk about this and then we'll go into the individual units because it looks like there's quite a bit. Like, I'm not going to lie. Have the decency of doing a 1-2-3 test. So those of you just coming into this video, the GW stream was unfortunately full of so many issues. But it contains 53 individual miniatures. So 2 heroes, 1 on foot and 1 on horse. It also comes with a familiar. We'll talk about that a little bit later. A unit of 8 crane gunners. It looks like you can bring them in groups of 4. 12 Iron Hill gunners. Interesting. And 30 peasant levy. Okay, so the peasants are going to be changeable. So your peasant spearmen, I guess, are going to be also bowmen. I think that's what it means. And I tell you what, it looks amazing. Whoa. Like, the only thing I don't agree with is the Onyx Crowman being a familiar, but like, oh my god, this is stunning. The spellcaster is so cool. So we're finally getting astromancers, so spellcasters on foot and on horse. This must be like the beginning of wave 2, right? This must be. So let's go up into the individual units because it does look like there's quite a lot there, right? This is going to be an interchangeable kit. Comes with a Crowman familiar and 2 astromancers, and there's a lot because like during the stream they showed like, look at this, right? That head is awesome. That pose is incredible. I like the pose with the blade. Actually, I really like the pose with the blade. Makes it look really cool, right? The horse looks great too, and it does look like it's different horse. No, it's the same horse head. No, it's awesome though, isn't it? It does say here that the astromancers are the primary wizards of Grand Cathay. It's interesting, isn't it? Because we do have a little. I don't know if this is going to be wave 2 proper or if it's just like wave 1.5. The Crowman is adorable. Look at him. He's got stubby little legs and everything. His arms are so stubby too. It is interesting. It is honestly really, really interesting because like when you look at the designs, a small familiar. I don't like the idea of a familiar because like I think a lot of us were expecting Crowman units, right? Just like in Total War. The crane gunners, oh my god, these are going to be so fun to paint. Like I can easily see I know some people are going to be worried because obviously how these models are done, but the way that everything looks here, if my assumption is correct, you should be able to just put them all on like individual bases, so each dude and then the shield. And then just paint them up, but these look amazing. These look so good. I can already see them with like the oranges that I use for my Cathayans without too much of a problem. These are wonderful. These are absolutely wonderful. I'm genuinely quite impressed. It looks like there's going to be 8 in a box when they're just by themselves. Because these battalion boxes, right? These reinforcement sets, sorry. They only last for a limited amount of time and then it's just, they get split up. Which makes sense. So then we've got crane gunners, right? Sorry, iron hill gunners. And these are going to be blunderbuss type units, which is about time. We've already seen these. Both these weapons we've used before on the balloons. So I imagine like Cathay is going to start finally getting some nerfs. And there's 8 of them in a box. By fighting in ranks. Okay, so they can volley fire. It's really weird seeing them in groups of 6, though. Scalpers will scalp. Ooh, I don't know. I really hope they're prepared to deal with that. That's what worries me. Because we do have a lot of scalping issues when it comes to Warhammer. I'm not so sure too much about the old world. But I know that like 40k deals with it a lot. These are wonderful though, and I'm really happy. You know what's really weird actually? Because obviously, in the old, well, sorry, in Total War Warhammer, all the Iron Hill gunners are generally women, so it's really interesting to see them as, you know, like a mixed regiment here. At least I assume it's a mixed regiment, unless it's all men. No, that's more feminine, isn't it? Figures you do have women actually, because on the balloon there's women ones. I mean, it's not important, but it's like it's an observation compared to obviously what happens with Total War. But they look very, very cool. These guys fight by rank. These guys, what's interesting is seeing them in groups of 4. Like, it's really weird, because obviously you're so used to seeing them in, well, Jezzails in general in groups of 5, right? So it's going to be curious to see these. It's good to see 2 ranks there, so maybe they will have, like, proper volley fire and stuff. And the peasants, oh my god, the peasants look great. The banners look interesting. Probably better like that than like this, though. These are so good. I'm going to say it outright, though. This looks like it's going to be an absolute pain to rank up. Like, I'm looking at the position of the spears. And this is going to be a pain to rank up. I imagine that they're going to be able to... Yeah, because that's the same champion, and so it's just different heads. Banners are the same. Musicians are kind of the same. So you could do like 15-15, hopefully. Or just do like 30-30 if you get 2 boxes. These are wonderful, though. Oh my god. It's about time. It's about time. And I think it's really important to talk about... I do hope that we're not going to have scalping issues, because I feel like army boxes like this, like I will probably buy myself one, right? I'd like to buy 2, but like out of respect to like the community and so on, I feel like if you're going to buy a box, you should buy 1 box and that's it. And then just buy separate, so like everyone has the chance to get a box. Even if we're considerate that way, I do worry about the scalping issue, because these armies are popular. Cathay has been popular. We had a half a release. It's really curious on what's going on here, though, because I guess it's a 1.0. And look, it is Cathay Book 3, The Breaching of the Great Bastion. 48-page supplement, focuses on the defense of Grand Cathay by the common folk in the northern provinces. So still no sign of Zhao Ming, which depresses me tremendously. But it provides a deeper look at the Empire and its people, timeline of the Age of Dragons, descriptions of the Celestial Dragon Emperor's realm, and how magic is studied and used. More details on the armies of Grand Cathay. This is where it gets really, really interesting. Okay, so like the Grand Army that you're normally used to is gone. And you're supposed to kind of mix them up like this, right? And that's actually pretty cool. This is just a brand new just Grand Army. It's look, the Familiar's by himself. I'm not sure is that because of a There's more coming for the old one, they say. But the Familiar's by himself. Maybe you can run the Familiar as like a semi-hero? Because he's very far off from the other spellcasters. Like, come on, right? And he's on the field. Right? That just kind of seems like he can be there. We have another new Army of Infamy also, which I think is really important to talk about. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Am I blind? Alongside a new Army of Infamy, Warriors of Wind and Field. Plus rules for Celestial Forged Armor, Master of Elemental Winds, and Will of the Dragon. But we have that already. Unless they've changed the rules. The Celestial Forged Armor was essentially like Chaos Armor, right? Like it was a ward save. Weird. Right? Like, it seems kind of weird. I guess we'll have to see. But look, I was right. The narrative was going to start pushing with Cathay dealing with that. So I was right like 2 years ago when I made that prediction. Wind and field is the fancy term for peasant levies. So probably a peasant-focused army, yeah. Yeah. But with the... I don't know. Why no Jade Warriors with crossbows? Why no Jade Warriors with crossbows, man? That's what I really wanted. Especially, like, they're supposed to be fighting at the Bastion. Ooh! Cathayan terrain. I guess it's probably stuff that they've made themselves rather than that. I'd really like to see some proper Cathayan terrain, you know? This is cool, though. This is definitely very, very cool. What do you guys think? Because, like if I sound tired, it's because it's fucking 3:20 a.m. God, these look so cool. They're going to be such a pain to rank up, but they look amazing, dude. Those bows are massive. Wow. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm tired, but I'm also amazed. I can't wait to get these. Oh, I can't wait to get these. I can't wait to paint these up. I've done, like, technically I've got some Isle gunners already because of the because of the balloons, but like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. I wonder if I can use some of the gunners I've already got and put them there. Start off the unit early, you know? Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, let me know what you guys think.